Good morning. Welcome back to the Wildings Landing. I thought we would take a little walk around kind of our gathering area and where we hang out, and not up under our canopy, not under the covered area, just because, hey, it's a wreck. But there's no plants or permaculture or anything down in there to show you really anyway. But I thought I would just kind of show you areas that I've been working on. This is kind of our, a lot of people have said it looks like a Margaritaville setting. There's a big hole under there, under that pallet, that I did not have the resources to even fill in, so we covered it and made a little seating area. The aloe on either end of this, there's an aloe down there, kind of in the middle of your screen now. Both of those were my grandmother's, or they're babies of my grandmother's. I have our orchids hanging from the umbrella there. Oh, walked into a spider web. It was a crab spider. I even saw it. We have various wind chimes. I call this my daughter-in-law's swing. Yes, it's on our property, but trust me, that belongs to my daughter-in-law. She sits on it every time she's here, and she's really, as beautiful of a setting as it is, she's really the only one that sits on it. In various pots throughout this area, I've got ginger. There's other things coming up. These are volunteers from our compost, and I'm kind of interested to see what's coming up. But what's actually planted in there, is ginger. And then behind the swing, I've got this big, beautiful orchid. This puts off the most beautiful flowers. I have no idea what kind of orchid it is. But I also have a vanilla orchid coming behind it and beside it that are cuttings from my big vanilla orchid. And in these three pots, I also have ginger planted. And at this seating table, we have mint in a big recycled pot that my husband found where we dump our trash, where there's a local place here that you take your trash to. And my husband found a couple things. I planted mint in all of them. Over here we have another seating area. See, my sign is always falling. But I've got mint in there as well. And over here with our little cast iron swings, I've got lavender planted. It smells so good. Hasn't bloomed yet. This is store-bought because I can have a real hard time getting lavender to germinate. But it is a Spanish lavender. I was hoping that it would zoom in and you could see it, but it didn't. Little lounge chair over here. Kids like to play on this thing. I've never seen an adult get on it, but kids love it. I have turmeric planted in there, and turmeric planted there. You walk down this little path about 10-15 feet, and you come to my huckleberry patch. And yesterday, when I was watering, I see more of them actually. We actually have some more huckleberries coming. I have 3 other plants that are kind of over in the playground area, and harvested those berries and made 1 jar of huckleberry jam. And it got rave reviews. So we've definitely got more huckleberries coming. Let's see if I can get it to zoom in over there. Yeah, there you go. And got a few more on that one. And these rows are about, let me get that out of zoom. These rows are about 5 or 6 feet long. There's 3 of them. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So I managed to actually get 10 in each row. But huckleberries are great. They're a little bitter, and making jelly seems to be the best thing to do with them. But super nutritious. Super nutritious. Turn around and come back down that little path. There's another little path that leads to a garden that I'm about to show you. Turmeric planted in there. And then we come out to container garden that I've shown you when it was absolutely destroyed. I've showed you at different, this is what I call my shade garden, or my kitchen garden, because it is real close to our outdoor kitchen. And over here, these were volunteer tomatoes, popped up in the compost. As a matter of fact, I've got some more that popped up in the compost that I'm going to bring over here. Got a little bit of Swiss chard. Lots of, this is romaine. This is a green variety. I planted green and red, and the red didn't pop, so I put Swiss chard in those pots, which is right there, and then another pot of the green. This is a Seminole pumpkin that it kind of struggles in the shade, but it is full of blooms. So far it's only been male, which is perfectly normal. I'm messing with it here, trying to get it going where it's supposed to. There's actually a couple of them right there. I don't have you on tripod because my tripod broke. Just discovered that as I was setting up to do this video. Kind of annoyed. But anyway, we've got dill planted in these pots. You can see it sprouting up. It already smells good when you touch it too. And over here on the next row, radishes. And I believe this was a kale. I don't remember what this was, but the tag has come out of it. Whatever I put there didn't germinate. Little marigold hanging out down there. And got some collards in the ground in various places there. Here. And these. That says marigold, and that's not a marigold. So, I guess we'll all see what that happens there. Little marigold there. Some more collards. A bell pepper. Got some peppers on it. Little collard. That is dog fennel. It is a weed, but a useful weed, so I'm letting it go. Another little collard. Several videos ago, I showed you about planting in these old palm stumps. And got some collards planted there. Lemongrass. Collards. My basil's making a comeback from the cold weather. This is a red Reuben basil. It smells so good. This, I believe, was the feverfew. Oh, it says chamomile. Don't know if we can trust that. Don't know if we can trust all of our plant tags. Another pepper coming down at this end. Got a is that a tomato or a marigold? Let's see. Looks like that's a tomato. A few more marigolds. This is cilantro. I'm hoping that it doesn't get too hot too quick for it, but we'll see. And then we've got some kale planted. And in this bin over here, kind of behind this pile of collection, oh, I didn't realize that lacinato kale was looking so good. We have a compost bin. And this is where I fill it with things that I rake up in this area. Our gray water gets in here. As you can see, there's a lot of paper towels. We try to compost those because paper does break down. And until I emptied the last couple of buckets of water in here, we had a bunch of sprouts. There's one right there. We're not sure if they're tomatoes or peppers yet, but we're going to let them go and see what happens. I mean, this was originally supposed to be for my huckleberries. I obviously planted them somewhere else, so I was just letting this break down, become soil. Something wants to grow in the meantime. I am not opposed to that idea. But I wanted to bring you along, kind of show you great little, I love this area. It's been a lot of work. We've cut down a lot of palms to create this area. Done a lot of raking and moving brush to create the area, but I think it's a beautiful area to just come and sit and relax and hear the wind chimes when the breeze blows, enjoy the orchids, look around and see food and things growing all around you. I think that that's a beautiful thing, and I'm sure that most of you would not disagree. So I just wanted to bring you along, show you that. Not a very long video today, just a little bit of beauty, a little bit of areas I don't show very often. Not your typical kind of garden, but what a pretty place to just come hang out, come check out things. And a little bit of, I mean, my niece was here not long ago, and she's like, oh my gosh, what kind of mint is this? I don't know. I've been growing it since before we lived in Jensen. I don't know. Got several pots of it out in the container garden. Don't know if it's a peppermint, spearmint. I have no idea. I just know I use a lot of it, and I like having it around. Chickens absolutely love to eat it. I love to smell it. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for joining me. Hit that like button, comment, let me know what you think. You know if it's a place you'd like to come hang out. A place you'd like to sit and relax and meditate. All right. Love you. Thank you. Appreciate you.